Before Athena could respond, Poseidon whirled up, his trident's haft clacking on the marble floor.
"He is gone! Good riddance! I want nothing to do with that liar and thief."
"Kratos is many things," Athena said, "but never a liar. What has he stolen?" She caught her breath when Poseidon bellowed his answer. The scent of the sea and dead fish came along with his words.
"He duped me out of my rage. I gifted him because he lied to you, Athena. He lied to you, and you convinced me to aid him against my better judgment. Turning a mortal into a god cannot be good for Olympus."
Athena remained silent. She had seen her other uncle in such self-deluding anger before, and knew better than to argue. Kratos had required the rage of Poseidon to recover Pandora's box, and she had been instrumental in turning Poseidon against Ares, if only briefly, in that quest. The thought of Pandora's box made her frown. Before she could find her way through the mental maze born of that memory, Poseidon and Hades had begun arguing. "Uncles do not quarrel like this," she said. Athena stepped between them before they could come to blows. Sometimes snappish and always testy, the two disturbed the seeming tranquility of Olympus. Or was it only a false peace, since Kratos had departed? She chewed at her lower lip, worrying that she was missing a small detail. A detail possibly as important as Kratos being intent on the destruction of any city-state not named Sparta.
"How should we quarrel, then?"
demanded Hades. He stepped up and thrust his bearded face into Poseidon's. For a moment, the god of the ocean's seawy beard mingled with the coal-black beard to ignite tiny orange and yellow sparks. Hades reached up to push Poseidon away, but Athena caught his thick wrist and prevented it. He jerked free and glowered at her.
"Do not think to appease me, Athena," he said. "Nor I," Poseidon chimed in. "Kratos is a canker on the ass of Olympus, and must be lanced."
His trident stabbed through the air with a shrill whine, the razored blades passing just inches from Athena's face. Poseidon often lost his temper, but not usually in this menacing fashion. He drew back and looked for an instant, startled at what he had done, but he made no apology, and Athena expected none from the Lord of the Oceans.
"He goes too far,"
Hades grumbled. He wrung his hands as if he held Kratos' neck between them.
"How dare he kill those who worship us, even if they are only mortals? Think of what Kratos has done to your precious Atlantis."
Poseidon started to retort, then understood what was said. Rage clouded his face.
"My brother, whatever you decide, count me in."
Poseidon slammed the butt end of his trident on the floor and sent cracks radiating from the point of impact. The two went off, bickering. There had never been peace on Olympus. Even Zeus could not forestall the ill temper of the gods with their petty concerns and small-minded plots. But her uncles were not acting in character. She walked to the edge where Kratos had plummeted away. Far below raged the battle, perhaps the final battle in what would be Kratos' mightiest campaign. His Spartan warriors had conquered all the other cities, save for Rhodes. Her gaze hardened as she watched events unfolding far below, as if ants futilely battled with the towering Kratos stamping on them. She had hurried to speak with Zeus, but feared the Sky Father's patience had vanished. Kratos had to be stopped before he laid all the worshippers of all the gods in their graves, all save his own precious Spartan.